Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, hi, I'm Brittany. Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. You guys like my new background. I put up my little baby Christmas tree today and I think it looks so cute. It looks a little lopsided on camera, but in person, I swear it's straight. I don't know what's going on with that. But today we're going to be filming my favorites video for the month of November. I have lots of stuff just because I haven't filmed a monthly favorites video in a while, so I kind of have like multiple of things. But I'm so excited to show you guys what I've been loving. I also have like one fail to let you guys know about. And yeah, so if you guys want to see this video, let's go ahead and jump in. Okay, so first off, I'm going to start off with skincare just because I only have one product. This is the Clinque Smart Custom Eye Repair Treatment. And I actually got this as a gift for becoming a diamond at Ulta. You got this and I think it's full size. So I have been using this every day under my eyes for my like daily eye cream. And it's very lightweight. It feels really nice under my eyes. It hydrates just enough, but it's also really good to wear under makeup. It's nothing too heavy. So I've really been liking that. Moving on to foundation. I actually have 3 to talk about, and I know that's a lot, but like I said, I haven't done a favorites video in a while. So the first one I'm going to talk about is this one right here. This is the Dior Backstage foundation. It's a face and body foundation. I have mine in the color 1W. It's the perfect shade for me. I have it on right now and it just gives a really pretty natural look. This is the one that I go to when I have a really good skin day. I don't really have any breakouts or anything. Or if I have like a couple breakouts, I'll just use concealer and I'll use this foundation. But it's very lightweight, as you could hear. It's very liquidy and it's just so nice on the skin. It literally looks like you're not wearing foundation. It just looks so healthy and so good, and so I've been loving that for like an everyday. As for a more full coverage foundation, like when I am breaking out, I'll go ahead and use this one. This is the Jouer Essential High Coverage Cream Foundation. I've been loving mixing this with other foundations. Sometimes I'll mix it with like a more liquidy one, kind of like the Dior, just to add a little bit more coverage, or I'll mix it in with another full coverage foundation, just because right now this color is just a tad bit light for me, but it does look really good on its own as well. I showed me using this in my last Get Ready With Me. It was just like a Get Ready With Me using all new products, and I showed this on its own. So if you do want to see it in action, you can watch that video, but I love this foundation so much. And last but not least, the last foundation I'm going to talk about is this Colourpop No Filter Stick. And I have mine in the color Light 55, which is also a little bit light for me. And so what I'll do is I'll actually just stripe this all over my face, and then I'll go in with like a darker foundation, something very liquidy. What I've been loving to mix with it is this one. This is the Dior Air Flash Spray Foundation. I don't like this on its own just because, I don't know, I just feel like it's nothing too special. So I mix this with a lot of foundations, especially if they're stick foundations. So these two together I've really been loving. But if I am having a good skin day and I don't need that much coverage, I will just use this on its own because it's a very natural kind of stick foundation. Usually when you hear about stick foundations, you picture them being really full coverage. This one's more on the natural side, and it smells so good. It smells just like one of the candles I have, and I thought for the longest time I was just smelling my candle, but I've noticed when I use this on its own and I don't have like a candle burning, I could still smell it, and it smells so good. It smells just like a Marshmallow Fireside from Bath & Body Works, that candle. But I've really been liking that one as well. Okay, so I actually only have one concealer I've really been loving this month. This is the Jouer Essential High Coverage Concealer. I have mine in the color Chiffon, which is a perfect shade match for me. I just love this. I cannot stop using it. I actually bought the new Cover FX Power Play one, and I've been trying to force myself to use that one, but I just always want to use this one because it's so good, and I feel like I'm already running out. But this is supposed to be creaseless, have a soft matte finish, and it does have hyaluronic acid in it. It just covers so well. It's what I'm wearing today, and it goes so good with my It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. You guys know I always use that first. I use it as like a corrector, but this has so much coverage. You could even wear it on its own. I just love this concealer. If you haven't gave it a try yet, I definitely recommend it. It's so good. It has replaced my Too Faced, my Tarte Tarte Shape Tape. Just, it's replaced everything. So I've really been loving that this month. Now to go ahead and set my concealer, I've really been loving this powder. This is the Huda Beauty Easy Bake powder, and I have mine in the color Pound Cake. This sets my under eye concealer so well, and it just looks so nice on the skin. It even fills in my pores pretty nicely as well. I haven't tried it on like my actual face yet. Like, I haven't really tested it out that much, but I have kind of tested it on my pores. But I don't know, I like it more for underneath my eyes. The only thing I don't like about it is that it does kind of darken my concealer, which I'm not a big fan of, but I tend to get my concealers a lot lighter nowadays just because my powder, like, I already know it's gonna darken it. So it's not that big of a deal. Just keep that in mind if you do wear kind of like the perfect shade of concealer. This might darken it just a tad, but other than that, it's really nice. A lot of people don't like the smell, which it does have a really strong smell. It doesn't bother me that much. At the beginning it kind of did, but I've just gotten used to it over time, and so I've been liking that. Okay, so let's talk about contour. So my favorite this month has been this MAC contour kit. This is what it looks like. It's in the shade light to medium. Here we go right now. Doesn't this look so similar to the Anastasia contour kit? I actually have that. Let me compare them. Okay guys, I found it. Look how ugly it looks. Like, that is so worn. And this is the MAC one. The Anastasia is just a little bit skinnier, but what's really similar about these two palettes is the color. So obviously I used the Anastasia one a lot more, so I've hit pan on a lot of these colors, but I think that's why I love the MAC one so much, is because it's so similar to this Anastasia one. The formula is really nice. They do have the shade Emphasize in here, which I heard is really good. Jaclyn Hill used to rave about that shade. I haven't really dug into the lighter colors. Mainly from the MAC palette, I've been using this one in the center, and I use it to contour my face. It's what I have on my cheeks right now. It's actually all I have on my cheeks, which is kind of crazy for me because usually I'll contour and then I'll go in with the bronzer, but this just looks so good on its own. I feel like all the kind of contour shades in here have like a pinky kind of undertone, which you would think would look kind of weird, but it actually works really nicely. I like the way it looks on my skin tone. And then you could use these two lighter colors to set your under eye concealer. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm pretty sure they're good. I have used those to kind of clean up my contour, and it works really nice. So I've just been loving this palette. I'm so sad that we don't sell this at Ulta, but I know you could get it at like normal MAC stores, but we still ended up getting this for gratis, and I've just been loving it. I would definitely repurchase it once I finish it, which will probably take me forever. So I have been really into gloss this month. As you can see, I have one on right now, and this one I actually am gonna mention. This is the MAC Let's Rock Grand Illusion Lip Gloss from MAC. It is so good. It's what I'm wearing, like I said, and it's just like this multicolored gloss. It's so beautiful. It's so pigmented. I have nothing under it right now, just like a lip liner on the top and bottom of my lip. That's it. I didn't fill them in or anything. It's all this baby, and it's just so good. These are not sticky like some matte glosses. I have these other two right here. This one's just like a lip gloss, and this one is a dazzle glass. These ones are a lot thicker and kind of a little bit sticky. This one is not like that whatsoever. It has no stick to it. It does have a cooling sensation, which I love. It just feels so comfortable on the lips. It reminds me a lot of the like Buxom lip glosses, so if you want to like reference it to that. But I've really been liking this one. Another gloss I have been loving is a Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in the color Fenty Glow. That one is really nice as well. And then the third gloss I've been loving is this one from Marc Jacobs. You guys have seen this in a lot of videos. I've been wearing it in a lot of videos. I haven't listed it though, so you probably had no idea that I was wearing it. But this is the Marc Jacobs gloss in the color Emored? It's part of that like gold line that they have, and this is like a gold with kind of flecks of pink in it. It's so gorgeous on the lips. So I'll go ahead and swatch all three of these for you guys. Okay, so the first one we have here is the one I'm wearing, the MAC one, and then we have Fenty Glow, and then the Marc Jacobs one at the bottom. And they're just so beautiful, and I love a really kind of metallic, glittery lip glosses that are not sticky, and I don't like filling the glitter in the lip gloss either. I think I have a Dose of Colors one that's like that, to where you could actually feel the grittiness from the glitter. That bothers me. I don't like that. So none of these do that, and they're just so beautiful. So if you want a really good gloss, I suggest these three. Okay, now for some matte lippies that I've been loving. I have 2 liquid lipsticks and 1 actual lipstick to talk about. So the first one we have here is the Fenty Beauty liquid lipstick in the color Uncuffed. This is what it looks like. It has the most beautiful packaging, but this is just a really pretty pink mauvey color. I've really been liking it. I love this formula. It's very, very thin, which I don't mind whatsoever. I rather a liquid lipstick be super thin than really moussey and kind of cakey. I hate those, and I hate when they start to crumble on my lips. It just bothers me so much, but I'm pretty sure you guys have seen this color before. And the second liquid lipstick is part of my little holiday kit. I got a little kit with all the holiday Too Faced liquid lip colors in it, these right here. But out of the set, this one has been my favorite this month. This is called Hot Buttered Rum, and it has like little glasses of rum on it. It's so cute, and it smells really, really sweet. But this is just a really pretty warm nude. It's more of a darker nude. I've really been liking it though. And then last but not least, for lipstick, I've really been loving this Pat McGrath one in the color Christy, I believe. Yes. And this one is just a perfect nude shade, which is not too nude. It's not too blanked out, if you know what I'm saying. This one has the cutest packaging as well. It's like in a pink tube. It matches my background. But I'll go ahead and swatch this one too. So if I've been wearing any matte lip, it's been one of these three. So on top we have Fenty Beauty, and then in the middle we have the Too Faced one, and then on the bottom Pat McGrath. So those are just so gorgeous. And they're all kind of nudes, but they're more of the darker nudes because it is fall and winter. And so I've just been loving those. Okay, so next up, let's talk eyeshadow palettes. The first one I'm gonna mention is this one because ever since I got it, I like wanna use it nonstop. This is the Huda Beauty New Nude palette. I don't know why, but for some reason, I've just been into like rosier mauve colors, and this just screams that. And these like kind of metallic colors in the palettes with those like crystals in them, they just look so beautiful on the eyes. You just dip your finger into them, rub them all over your lid, and you'll have a look. They're just so gorgeous. All the mattes blend super duper well. I'm not gonna say too much about this palette just because I do have a full video swatching all of this shades and also doing a look, so I'm not gonna go full into detail with this palette, but I have definitely been loving it this month. So I'll go ahead and have that video right here in the cards if you guys want to see that. The next one, oh my god, this is such a good deal because it's just so affordable and the colors are just so gorgeous. This is the Colourpop Good Sport eyeshadow palette, and if you want a good fall palette, this is it right here. It has a beautiful burgundy matte in here, which I love to deepen up the crease and also the outer corner for fall. And then it has these really beautiful shimmers in here that are like metallic. Look at that. They're just so gorgeous and they swatch so nicely. It even has like a matte green in there. Look at that. I didn't even try with those swatches. It's just such a beautiful palette. I don't think I did a video with this one. I think I just showed it in a haul. I don't know. If I did, I'll have it right here in the cards if you want to see it. But I've just been loving this, and these Colourpop eyeshadows make me want to try more Colourpop palettes just because these are such good quality. They're just so good. They're like on par with Pat McGrath in my book. They're just so, so good. And so I've really been liking that one. Okay, so speaking of Pat McGrath, the one that I'm going to mention for this favorites video is the red one. This one is the Sublime Bronze Temptation from Pat McGrath. You guys know that I did buy all three, and you have been asking me like which one I would buy out of all three if I could only buy one, and the answer is this one just because it has been my favorite. It's been the one that I've been gravitating towards every day just because it has really good everyday colors in it. It's what I'm wearing on my eyes right now, and I just love it so much because it has like the basics that you need in here, like this warm transition shade, and then it also has this really dark brown to go ahead and deepen everything up and add definition, and then the rest of the colors are just metallic shades that you throw on the lid. Today I'm wearing this one, and it's just such a pretty kind of bronze multicolored color. It is just gorgeous. It's so beautiful. Look at that pigmentation. I'll go ahead and swatch it right here. it's just gorgeous. Like they have these like multi-colors in them, kind of like the Colourpop do, but they're just so beautiful, and I just had to throw that on the lid today. But yeah, if I had to pick one, it would definitely be this one. I also really love the pink one, but this one is more of an accent palette, so I don't gravitate towards it that much. But I do definitely gravitate to this one rather than the blue one. The blue one I have not really touched since I got it. As you guys know, I did like a full video with all three, doing all swatches, so if you haven't seen it, I'll have it in the cards right here. But this one is just very dark for me, and so I haven't really touched it since that video. I really need to force myself to use it just because these palettes aren't cheap. But it has really pretty colors in it. They're just very, very deep, and I feel like if you were to use this palette on its own, you would have to create like a really deep smoky eye. And I'm just not into that right now, you know? And so definitely the red one has been my favorite this month. Okay guys, last but not least, I want to talk to you guys about some highlighters, but I don't want to go full in depth with them just because I do have videos on all three of these highlighters because they have just been, I've just been loving them, okay? So the first one I'm going to talk about is this holiday one from MAC. This is the MAC Extra Dimension Skin Finish in SnowFlushed. I do have this one on today. Hopefully you could see the like pink sheen. Here, let me go ahead and focus it on my face. But I have it all right here kind of as a blush topper. And then I brought it up to where I have my highlight. But then on top, I have this Artist Couture one, which is also a favorite. This is the Diamond Luxe Luminizer in the color Hot Damn. And I just have this on the very, very high points just because the MAC one could be a little bit dark for me, a little bit too pink. But this is how the MAC one looks like. It's a duochrome of gold and pink. It is so freaking gorgeous. If you had to get anything from the MAC Holiday Shiny Pretty Collection, definitely recommend this. It's $35, so it's a little bit up there, but I think it's totally worth it, especially because it's limited edition. And so I will have the video right here linked that shows me using this on its own. Or actually, I think I mixed them in that video, but you'll see it on its own as well. And like I said, I've also been loving the Artist Couture one. This one is a tad bit powdery, so I like to use this one when my face is set and nice and wet. And then I'll go into the powder and kind of put it on my damp face so it has something to stick to, because if not, it kind of flies all over the place. This is his first time making pressed powders, and I do feel like it's pressed, but it's still like a looser formula. So I don't know, I just prefer my face to be damp when I wear it. And it does have flecks of pearls in it. He does talk about that in his video and everything. I also have a full review on this highlighter, which I will also link in the cards. But it's not glitter. People are confusing it with glitter. It's not glitter, it's just flecks of pearls. And in order to kind of get rid of that, you could just go in with a wet brush or a damp face, like I said, and it just looks beautiful. So I've been loving that one as well. And then last but not least, the last one I've been loving this month is the Ofra highlighter in the color All of the Lights, which has a lot of the popular lighter colors. It has Rodeo Drive, Pillow Talk, I forgot the other one. It just has like a lot of the really popular colors, and I've always wanted to try Pillow Talk, so I've been trying that one this month on its own, and it's just so gorgeous. But this highlighter looks even better mixed all together. It just looks so beautiful. I have a full video showing you guys how I use them all together and also the separate swatches, so I'm not gonna go ahead and swatch that one because I do have a video on it. Okay guys, so the last thing I wanted to mention to you was a fail, and that is these Colourpop concealers. I had picked these up whenever I picked up the new Colourpop Stick Foundation, and everybody and their mama, I feel like, has raved about this concealer at some point. So I ended up picking up the white and also the color Light 16, and it was buy one get one free, so I ended up getting the white one for free. Now, the light color looks light at first, but this oxidizes so badly that it actually ends up being pretty dark on me. And so I've tried mixing the white in there with it, which does help it lighten up a bit, but this formula is just so terrible. It's very drying, it separates, and it's very sheer. So I have no idea why people have loved it. Like, I don't think it's very full coverage, and it separates, and it even lifts my foundation because it separates so badly. And then I tried using the white on its own with like other concealers to lighten them up, and it's just like a bad situation. It's just very watery and just like sheer. I don't know how else to explain it, but that has just been a fail. I'm so disappointed. I've been trying to use them as an eyeshadow primer just so like they don't go to waste, but even as an eyeshadow primer, I feel like they're a little bit too dry. So those are just a no-go for me. And so yeah, guys, that's gonna be everything for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Make sure to comment down below what you've been loving this month so I could definitely check it out. Also, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, Brittany Raquel, go ahead and subscribe before you leave. I do make videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so that's 3 times a week. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!